All right, guys, we are back with another hat format finals at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got YCS champion Denis Nadas on the left playing Hieratic rulers versus Jesse Flores on the right playing Sylvans. First time Jesse made the finals on the channel versus this is Denis's third finals in hat. He won one and lost the other, so it would be his second win in hat, but third win on the channel overall. He did win one tournament in Edison format with Dragon Turbo. All right, so Jesse opened kind of slow. Ooh, okay, so Denis activated Monster Gate, tributed Esset, and Jesse chained Emptiness. That might have been a blowout. Emptiness, basically, neither player can special summon, and if a card is sent from your side of the field or your deck to the graveyard, it destroys itself. So Jesse, the Emptiness destroys itself because of terraforming. Then he activates Mount Sylvania, which sends a plant. Yeah, I think sends any plant from your hand or your side of the field to the graveyard to put any Sylvan card on top of your deck. And he's going to put the Princess on top. Activates Miracle Fur, brings back the red tree. The red tree, once per turn, you can excavate the top card of your deck. If it's a plant-type monster, you draw one card. And the Princess Sprout, when it's excavated, you can declare level 1 through 8. Special summon, it becomes that level. So he looks like, yeah, he's going to make a rank 8 XYZ here. Yeah, that Emptiness was huge. We'll see if it costs Denis the game. So here he goes for Heliopolis. This one you could tribute. Okay, it looks like maybe Denis is going to chain. See, I think Jesse has no idea what those back rows are from Denis. So I think you have to tribute minimum 1 for Heliopolis. Yeah, he tributes. Now here comes Soul Charge. So Soul Charge, target any number of monsters in your graveyard, special summon them. And if you do, you take 1,000 for each. So he's going to take 2,000. So he uses both red trees effects on the field. Now, if you don't hit a plant with red tree, it goes to the bottom of the deck. You saw there, he hit a Soul Charge and went to the bottom. But then he hit a mushroom and then he drew a card. And that rank 8 XYZ, yeah, you can tribute like monsters from your hand or your side of the field to pop any card on the field. I think you have to do minimum 1. So that card is good when you need to wipe a field. And I think Jesse probably didn't know what Denis had back there. He's probably anticipating skill drain, not double reckless. Because sometimes the Hieratic deck plays skill drain, I think. Or maybe he was just trying to bait out the back rows before he soul charged. It makes sense. So he goes for Felgrand. Uses Felgrand's effect. Oh, he used Felgrand's effect just to bring back the red tree. So he excavates the green tree. The green tree, when it's excavated, you add a Sylvan spell or trap card from your graveyard to your hand. So he adds Charity. Also, you can activate 1 Sylvan Charity per turn. Alright, this is not too much of an intimidating field. I think Denis could easily wipe this field. Especially with Hieratics. I don't think Jesse main decks Maxx or any hand traps, so almost all the Sylvan decks are similar. It just depends, like, do you want to main deck Emptiness or not? Do you play lands? Do you play MST? Do you main deck DD Crow? But I think Jesse's deck is really similar to mine. At least that's what I'm guessing, because Jesse and I played in top 4, so I didn't see anything that wasn't too different from my deck. So all right, Denis activates Dragon Shrine, which is a Foolish Burial. Except, yeah, as one, you can only use 1 Dragon Shrine per turn. You can send a dragon from your deck to the graveyard, but you can also send an additional dragon if it's a normal monster. So he sends Labradite Dragon, which is really good because all the Hieratic monsters, when they're tributed, you special summon a dragon type normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. So you want those guys in your grave. They're not bad in your deck. You don't want them in your hand. I think in top 4, we saw Denis drew the 1 Labradite Dragon, and then he had to special summon it from his hand. I mean, if Denis could make Big Eye, but he has to bait out the Felgrand, and I think that's what Denis knows. I have to bait out the Felgrand before I can, like, Big Eye the Heliopolis and then wipe his field. Imagine if we had brain control and in hat format, you just brain control the Heliopolis to at least bait out the Felgrand. All right. I don't think did Jesse upstart him here. I think he did. I think Dennis had 9,000, but I could be wrong. So Dennis normal summons Esset, special summon Sue. You can special summon Sue from your hand by attributing a Hieratic monster you control. So Esset's effect brings back the guard. Now he's gonna go Black Rose to bait out the. But now he can Big Eye you. Yep, he can Big Eye. But he has to. He has to negate the Black Rose. This, yeah, you negate the Black Rose, and then Dennis has Tempest, so he can just Big Eye. But here comes Dennis's own Soul Charge. Yeah, this is looking bad for Jesse. Because he's going to Soul Charge him, take the Heliopolis. Yeah, and this is not looking good for Jesse. Yeah, he's going to wipe his field. By taking Heliopolis, he can just bring back 4 monsters. Maybe he didn't upstart him. I don't know. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4. So he's gonna take 4,000. Yeah, I don't think he upstarted. Maybe I missed it. So he goes for Big Eye. Yep, take the Heliopolis. So this will help him wipe his field. He can tribute dragons. Oh, and it tributes, so the hieratic monsters will trigger, right? I think it tributes. No, I think it destroys. Let me see. I have it right here. I'm pretty sure it destroys, not tributes. Oh no, it does tribute. Oh wow. Oh, it's a hieratic monster. Yes. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, that thing will tribute. The hieratics will activate if he wants. So he can like tribute both those Essets, bring back the Flamebell Guard. So yep, activates its effect. And let's see what he decides to pop. What do you get rid of though? You got to get rid of everything except maybe you can leave the Felgrand up. This is a hard situation. Like I don't even know what the right move is here. I don't blame Dennis for taking a long time here because he has so many plays. Yeah, so many plays from Dennis to wipe this field. So he's going to choose 2 Essets. Pop the Red Tree. And the Felgrand. And then both of those will activate. He brings back Flamebell Guard and Labradite Dragon. I think Dennis has Wing Beat in his hand, so he can Wing Beat him if he wants to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has Wing Beat, so he can return. Yeah, Dennis is, man, I don't even know. He can make Bouncer, he can make a Tomb, and he still has not used Tempest effect, guys, if we remember. Is there a way that he can make Bouncer and Wing Beat him? That would probably be my goal. Wing Beat, Bouncer, and pass. If there's a way he can do it. Now, if he has Emptiness, this is GG, because he could just make Spark, Emptiness. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this has been a long turn for Dennis. So you're seeing the power of Soul Charge. I mean, they both Soul Charged each other. But Jesse can still come back. He can still draw his own Soul Charge. He has Miracle for it. That's why if I'm Dennis, I get rid of both those spells on Jesse's field. And I think he has Wing Beat. So he does XYZ summon with the Labradite and the. So he goes for Bouncer. There's the Bouncer. Now he's going to go Tempest. Oh, he can make Scrap Dragon. Yeah, he can make Scrap Dragon with the Flamebell Guard. If he has the Wing Beat, he can also Wing Beat him. I think he should. Maybe put the Tempest back in your hand. But then you leave a Flamebell Guard up on the field. All right. Dennis with 2 cards. Now, he is locked. He can't draw for 2 turns thanks to Reckless. So he synchros with guard, and does he have spark or a scrap dragon? Okay, it's scrap dragon. I've always loved old T scrap dragon. So he pops in Heliopolis, pops the Miracle Furt. And face Sylvania. Yeah, see, I hope this. So he drew. Okay, he drew 3 monsters. So I don't think it matters too much. I could have sworn he had Wingbeat in his hand though. Maybe not. Maybe making the scrap dragon was not worth it if he had Wingbeat. So here comes Sylvan Charity from Jesse. But him milling the red tree. No, because he would have drawn the red tree. Now he's going to put back Marshall Leaf and Princess Sprout on top of his deck. And here, oh, he blasters the bouncer. So blaster's in hand effect as you can discard itself and any other fire monster in your hand to pop any card on the field. But you can only use 1 of the 3 Dragon Ruler effects per turn. They all have 3 effects. They have the effect special summon themselves from hand or graveyard. The effect when they're banished to search a dragon type monster with the same attribute from your deck to your hand. And then they have their in-hand effect, which is all different. For blaster, it pops any card. So here, Jesse soul charges for 4. Brings back double red tree. Oh, he excavates. Oh, wow, yeah, Jesse's cooking. So he excavated Marshall Leaf with the green tree, then excavated Princess Sprout with the red tree. Now, he set this all up with the Sylvan Charity. So Marshall Leaf, when it's excavated, pops up monster your opponent controls. So he pops the Scrap Dragon with Marshall Leaf. Now he brings back the Princess Sprout, make it any level. He's probably going to make it a level 7. So now he's slimming down his deck, getting the second field spell. So it looks like he made the Princess Sprout a level 7. The Princess Sprout, when it's an excavator, you can special summon it. Oh, I think we went over this already. Okay, yep. Jesse told me about this play. So this is why this deck takes a long time, because he's gonna look at the top 8 cards of his deck, rearrange them in any order. Now this is a tough decision tree, because he has to manipulate the top 8 cards because he still has not used those red trees, so he can manipulate what he mills with the red tree, what he draws off the red trees, and then what he's going to bounce back with the Aurea. Yeah, this is just... Oh, so he put his deck... Yes, he's going to draw 1, pop that. Yeah, excavate the Marshall Leaf, pop the Big Eye, excavate the Sage Koya, so draw, adds Sylvan Charity. So that's... Now he knows the other 4. So if he has a Miracle Furt, he can like bounce back his Miracle Furt and make another play. Yep. Oh man, Jesse is cooking. Brings back a red tree. Now if he has plants, he can like. Also here, this is a play that Jesse told me about. If he had an emptiness in the 8 cards, because he knows all the cards that are on top of his deck, right? So what Jesse told me is that you go Aurea, look at the top 8 cards, and then put emptiness on top, and just declare it with Alce, and just add it straight to your hand. And it looks like Jesse already had the emptiness, so he didn't need to do that play, but it's another interesting play that Jesse told me about that I never thought of. All right, so Jesse takes game 1 win away from getting his first win on the channel. All right, game 2. We'll see if Dennis can pull off the backdoor 2-0. So he starts out by normal summoning Esset. Special summon Sue, but Dennis does have the Max. Sorry, Jesse has the Maxx. Brings back special summons Labrador Dragon from his deck. So yeah, he changed Maxx to Esset's effect. Maxx is a quick effect. During either player's turn, you can send it from your hand to the graveyard. For the rest of this turn, each time your opponent special summons a monster, you draw 1 card. And it looks like Dennis passed. Yeah, this is not looking good for Dennis. He got Maxx. I think what will help him is if he has his own Maxx. But even then, like, let's say he has his own Maxx. If Jesse has a Miracle Furt, the Maxx not going to hurt him too bad. Man, that was a crazy game 1. Like, Jesse soul charged him, but his field wasn't that great. Then Dennis went off, wiped his field, and then Jesse went off and wiped his field back with soul charge. That was a That was a soul charge war. All right, so yes, here's the miracle for so Dennis has Maxi. I think Crow would have maybe hurt Jesse a little bit more there. So he pops. So he draws one off the red tree. Marshall Leaf pops the Labradite Dragon. Then activates Sylvan Charity, puts back the Princess Sprout and the Field Spell. Attacks over that for 500. Alright, let's see. Special Summon Tefnuit. That's a Hieratic Cyber Dragon. That's what I like to call it. So Dennis is reading Miracle Furt. Yes. A lot of people don't know Miracle Furt. Probably because they don't play Edison. Me, I play a lot of Edison, so I know Miracle Furt's effect because of all the Amaryllis players. But yeah, Miracle Furt's way more powerful in half format. Because of the XYZ mechanic, that's why. Alright, so he normal summons Tefnuit by tributing. Ooh, okay, so he chains DD Crow to. I think Dennis only plays one Labradite Dragon, so this is going to hurt him best. So yeah, Jesse's already anticipating a Black Rose play. Yeah, I mean, you get rid of the red tree, you get rid of the Miracle Furt and the Field Spell. So yeah, I think he's not going to have Labradite Dragon for the rest of the game until he draws Burial. Does he play Burial in this deck? I think he does. Yeah, so he Black Roses him. And here comes a Soul Charge! Okay, how many he's gonna bring back? Ooh, I got tired all of a sudden, so it looks like he's doing 5. Wow. Jesse, does he have another Crow? He does have another Crow, so he gets rid of the. So yeah, with Soul Charge, since he targeted 5, but since Jesse's chained Crow, he's only gonna take 4,000. So now he got rid of 2 of Dennis's normal monsters. So I think Dennis plays 2 guards. So he might have 1 more guard in his deck. So he goes for a tomb. He's going to special summon a dragon monster from his deck. Special summon a tomb, you need 2 level 6 dragons. You can special summon a dragon monster from your deck. But his attack and defense becomes 0. Also, a tomb cannot attack the turn you use that effect. But Dennis Soul Charge, so it doesn't matter. But usually they get around that condition by XYZ summoning the Thunder Dragon Charger over it. Okay. Now he XYZ summons for another rank 6. Does he go for Bouncer, or do you go for another Tomb and bring out a Dragon Ruler from your deck? I don't know. What would I have done? What he could have done was, let's see, what did he bring out? So he had a 6. Now he can't make Bouncer. At least I don't think he can make Bouncer. So he goes for a second Attune, so he can make a rank 7, but what rank 7 do you make? Or he can bring out another tuner. We'll see what he decides to do. Okay, so he gets out Blaster. XYZ summons Draco Sac, I think. Yes, Draco Sac. Once per turn, you can attach a material special summon 2 Mecha Fan and Beast tokens. While you control a token, Draco Sac cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So this is not an intimidating field. Sylvans can easily out this field, so especially he's Sylvan Charitying. One Soul Charge and he can wipe this field easily with Aurea and Alce. Now, maybe Dennis has Maxi. Let's see what Jesse can do. One thing I do want to mention is, technically both these guys went X1 and Swiss, but Dennis entered with a round 1 loss. Oh, that Maxi hurts. Yeah, Dennis entered with a round 1 loss because he showed up late because he was too busy winning the Lorcana tournament. All right, so he uses. Okay, so this is why Maxi can be devastating at times. Maxi is really powerful when in this situation where you have nothing on the field. They have a huge board, and then you have to make a choice. Like, do I just pass and pretty much lose next turn, or do I push a little bit through the Maxi and try to deal with your board as best as possible? I like this play by Jesse. Special summon the Sage Koya, get rid of both the tombs at least. Yeah, you're going to leave him with Draco Sac, but... Alright, we'll see. Now, Jesse activates the field spell. Use the field spell effect. Send Sage Koya from his hand to the graveyard to put Sage Koya on top. So I think he's just trying to do a follow-up play. Just excavate Sage Koya. So yes, he uses Sage Koya's on-field effect to just excavate the top card of his deck, which is Sage Koya. Add back Sylvan Charity. So yeah, this is like... Jesse knows I need to draw into something next turn, so... I mean, this has already been a long match. So I've talked about this in previous videos because I'm the only Sylvan player at the local except for Jesse. Occasionally Patino did play that deck a little bit, but mostly when I've been watching Sylvans has been myself playing. But now I'm glad to be watching Jesse play. And so one thing that happened to me in a tournament the other day was I won game 1 and game 2, I was winning, but like there was a point where my opponent kind of fought back and put me in a bad spot where like I thought I could win the second game, but I probably should have conceded just for time, and we ended up drawing. And it kind of cost me not to make top cut because of the draw. Now this is the final, so there is no draw. So I think that's why Jesse is willing to go into time because he's thinking, okay, well, even if Denis wins, I'm gonna go first game 3. But, like, should Jesse concede for time here? Because all you have is a Sylvan Charity in your hand. Denis is going to wipe your field. You're going to lose your Miracle Furt when he runs over your monsters. And you're going to lose. All you're going to have is Sylvania and Charity. So should Jesse have just conceded for time? Who knows? We'll see. Maybe it won't matter. But these two are very experienced players. They've both done really well in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently, so... Yeah, they're accustomed to the new time rule. So they're probably both going to side out their upstarts. Or at least they should. So Denis special summons Tempest. Goes Big Eyes to Sage Koya. Synchros for Spark. And shows him the emptiness. Yeah, see, Jesse should just concede here. But he's going to Sylvan Charity, draw 3. And... maybe he can fight out of it, but I don't see how he fights out of it. Yeah, I don't see it. He's thinking about it. I mean, oh, he lost the field spell too? Yeah, he lost everything, man. Oh no. Jesse was wasting a lot of time here. So he puts back Miracle Furt and the red tree. Summons Sage... okay, so he's going to... So, Martially, with his normal summon, you can excavate up 1 or 2 cards from the top of your deck. The plants get excavated. Anything else goes to the bottom. So he's going to try to pop the emptiness, but Denis is going to protect it with Spark Dragon. And let's see. And Jesse concedes, yeah. All right, game 3. Let's hope they don't go into time. But Jesse, I think, should have conceded, man. So if I'm Jesse, I think you can see here Denis is looking at the clock. What I would do is, if I'm both of them, I would take out Upstart. You have to keep Soul Charge in, though, because it's such a broken card. Especially Jesse. I don't know, maybe Denis could side it out because he's going second. And he's trying to do damage. But if I'm Jesse, you have to keep it in. So here we go. What can Jesse do? Game 3. Will Denis get his second hat win, 3rd overall, or will Jesse get his first? Who am I rooting for? I would like to see Jesse get his first win on the channel, so I'm going to root for Jesse. Oh no, Jesse, come on, man. The clock is ticking. No. Alright, so he summons Lone Fire and Denis with the Maxi. Ooh, that hurts. So he brings, yeah. I think he's not anticipating Denis to have any hands in his deck. So yeah, we bring it out in attack mode. So here comes Sylvania. Send the Sage Koya from his hand to the grave. Excavates a red tree. Or sorry, yeah, he's going to draw 1. Hey, he's just going to excavate it. Let's commit the red tree, draw, and then look at the top 3 cards. Yep, draw, look at the top 3. Rearrange them in any order. And oh, this is not good. Unless if Jesse has his own hand traps like Maxx and Crow. So Dennis normal summons Esset. Dennis or Jesse chains or just right away activates Maxx. So he's gonna give him 1 draw by special summoning Sue. Now will he activate Esset? He is gonna activate Esset's effect, so he's giving Jesse 2 draws off of the Maxx. And I think the reason Dennis is doing this is because they're close to time. So he's kind of like, I gotta do damage. And Hieratic is probably a... Heck, you could argue maybe Jesse should have let Dennis go first if they were that close to time. But you don't want him to pop off. But maybe you can even make that argument. Like, if... I would probably not do it because I'm playing Sylvans and I want to go Lone Fire Soul Charge, but... I don't know. You can maybe make the argument. Especially if you're signing like Maxx and Crows, so... He's going to give him 3 draws off the Maxx. So he goes for Michael. So Michael, you pay 1,000 life points to banish any card your opponent controls. And here comes Gold Sark. So whichever ruler he banishes, yes, he's going to... Tempest's effect will activate when it's banished to search a Wind Dragon from his deck to his hand. So he attacks with Michael for 26. So 7,054. So end phase, he's going to use Sylvania's effect. So he has to put the... Since they're getting close to time, he has to put the Soul Charge at the bottom of his deck. Alright, so here comes the field spell. Discard Princess Sprout to put any Sylvan card on top of his deck. Chooses Marshall Leaf. Activates Miracle Fur. Target the... Oh, he has Crow. Ooh, that hurts. Ooh, that's devastating. Alright, now Jesse uses Charity. Alright, what else? Puts back Marshall Leaf and it looks like Princess. Or what are we at? 7,054. He might have to normal summon the... He can still... No, the Miracle Fur stays. He can still normal, though, because he crowed the target. Yeah, he can still normal. So he normals Marshall Leaf. He's going to excavate the top 2. So that card will special summon itself. Oh, no, Jesse, no! You should have sided out Upstart. And yeah, neither one of them played the Soul Charge. Well, Dennis was under Maxx, so congrats to Dennis. Gets his 2nd win in hat, 3rd win overall on the channel. Now, I will say this. Like I said in Game 2, maybe Jesse should have conceded earlier. And it would have been a completely different game. Now, he still gets Maxx, but he probably keeps the Soul Charge in his hand. And if he had enough time, maybe he wins that game. Who knows? But yeah, GG's, guys. Let me know if I missed anything. And also check out the link in the description. I have a coupon code for 5% off any Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles or Euro Park at Epic Cards and Games. The code is my first and last name, all caps, 1 word. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.